Most founders sound exactly like the competition. If you want to be competitive in a crowded market, you can't just be better, you have to be different. I'm your host, Cameron Olds.
And I'm Dallin Merrill, and we're here to talk about how you can avoid being mistaken for your competition, differentiate your brand, and ultimately create a lasting competitive advantage for yourself in the market.
Welcome to Differentiate or Die. This episode of Differentiate or Die is brought to you by MessageOS. And by brought to you by, we mean written by.
If your team describes your product 10 different ways, your product is no longer differentiated. It's confusing, and so are your customers.
MessageOS helps big teams keep every sales deck, social caption, and support reply on message and on brand.
Clear, consistent, differentiated. Every time someone talks about you.
See how it works at protagonistcomms.co.
We get to do two AI companies today, or two different sets of AI companies, Cameron.
So we're doing 4 companies today?
Well, no, like you did one already, and now we're talking about another AI company. So this is all, yeah. I wouldn't say these are like as much of a new category. They're not that hard to explain in my mind. Like there's a little bit of explanation to do here, but I don't think you'll get it if I don't just tell you. I'll tell you what they do, and then you might know some companies that do this, but it's all about creating training documents through AI or like SOPs, stuff like that.
Notion?
No.
Yeah, I have no idea.
That's okay. There are several, so I wanted to see if there were some that like maybe stood out. We're talking about Scribe. Have you ever heard of them?
I think so.
And the other one is Guidde.
Okay.
So with this whole AI buzz, everybody's like, oh, well, we do something really well. Let's now add in AI and see if it makes it even better. So we're going to take a look at these two companies today. It might be kind of a quick one, but just kind of look to see if they can differentiate themselves from their market, because it is kind of saturated. And then also like how well they do with explaining themselves and also consistency. So let's take a look at Scribe first. It was the one I saw first. All right, Cameron, can you read the middle to me? Oh, you know what I should have done? I should have just read the H1 and had you guess what they did, because by the H1 you'd have no idea.
That's a great exercise. We should definitely do that for next week's episode.
Okay, I will. I should have done it here, but there's no way. The H1 says brilliantly efficient, and I'm like, come on, that could be a billion different things.
Yeah,
that could be a tractor.
Especially like the H2 isn't much better. It says instantly capture and optimize workflows so your team works smarter and faster. Literally could be anything. Like that could be Notion, that could be Superhuman, that could be like like that could be an Apple product. Like it literally, like it could have been like the one we were just barely talking about, Weavy or Flora.
Yeah, it could be any of them. Yeah, right? Like, so vague. Nobody cares. And then finally, there's a little bit better. They've got these little blocks down below that shows a little bit more what they do. And it says onboard new hires, create SOPs, build training documents, implement software, assist customers, or something else. So, like, now I'm like, okay, you help me do these things. You know what is interesting? They don't even say AI anywhere here, which is,
I guess, good for them.
Crazy. Good for them, yeah.
What we were talking about with Weavy, where it's like you have to, when it comes to positioning yourself in a market, like putting yourself in a bucket that already exists in the minds of your customers so that they can like immediately understand what you are based off of context. Like I have no idea. Like look at like there's 6 things there that they do.
Yeah.
Like onboarding new hires, SOPs, like implementing software is kind of what threw me for a loop. I was like, what are you talking about? Like
Yeah, that one's weird.
SOPs, training documents, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But then like you get to implement software and I was like, what are you talking about? Like, what are you? Like, is this a coaching? Is this consulting? Is this a platform? Like, I don't even know what category to put yourself in. Sorry, to put them
You know
in.
what's weird to me too is like an SOP to me, that is onboarding new hires.
Right.
Right? Like you create an SOP for onboarding new hires. So I'm like, why even have that one?
I mean, playing devil's advocate, like onboarding, like maybe it has more to do with HR and like getting insurance set up and payroll and maybe.
But do you think they do that? I doubt it.
Well, so that's the problem, Daryl, is I have no freaking clue what they do.
I know. All right, let's scroll down and see if they do a better job of it. They have the companies they've worked with. Great. There's some big companies. That's fine. Document and optimize how work gets done. Okay. Better.
I like document how work gets done. Optimize, I'm like, okay, that's kind of meaningless. But like, I understand like what it means to document something, like record something down, put it on paper. I get that.
Yeah. And then underneath that, they kind of show a process and they say, capture any workflow instead of screenshotting and writing instructions, create step-by-step guides with AI. I really like that. I actually really like that.
Okay.
Number 2, share with colleagues and clients. Share or embed guides in multiple formats right where your team works, chats, wikis, and more. Okay, that's fine, I guess.
I'm still here. This is so much better than the H1. This is so much better than the Hero.
3, ensure works gets done right. Complete any workflow with easy to follow guides and on-screen walkthroughs. Awesome. I like that. Yeah. Optimize how your team works. See how work happens across teams and tools. Get AI-powered suggestions to make it better. Okay, that's fine.
Like, now I'm like, okay, better.
Yeah.
I understand.
Much better.
Why didn't they just do that at the beginning? It's almost like anytime we walk into a company, Daryl, when we look at their website, we should just have our own SOP of like, okay, take section 2 of the website and bring it up top, because usually it's better than the Hero.
I love it, Cameron. That's so good. That's so true. But also, do you see what I mean? This is a similar problem we've had recently of they do something very vague and confusing that nobody understands, and then they have to explain that.
Right.
You know, it's like, that's not what you should be doing in part 2. Part 2 shouldn't be describing what you just said up top. That means this was pointless.
How confusing you are, yeah.
Yeah. Share what you do first, or share the problems first, or share what your customer wants first, and then show them how you do it well, you know?
Yeah.
Like, me as a customer, brilliantly efficient, I don't care really. I mean, I do, but I don't, right? Like, sure, if I'm a farmer, I would care, but it's still confusing. But I don't know. It's just...
No, it's super funny. If I was a farmer, I'd care about that. If I was a product manager, I'd care about that. If I was a financial controller, I'd care about that. Congratulations. Like you've talked to everyone and you've said nothing at the same time.
All right, let's keep going. Then it says real results real fast. Okay, great. You're saving a lot of time. This kind of maybe goes to the efficiency thing.
Okay.
Which I think is a big part of this, right? It's like SOPs take a really long time to create, right?
Yeah.
It's time consuming. And then even once you do create them, it's like, oh, now I have to redo it if something changes, and that can take a long time too.
Yeah.
So like, I love this part right here that shows me, hey, I can just screen share and it'll create the SOPs for me. You know, that's actually really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Based off of the recording, it knows how to create my SOP through AI. Like that to me was what I thought was cool about this company in the first place. I so far haven't actually seen that very much. But I mean, becoming efficient with creating SOPs is really cool.
Yeah, no, it's such a neat, like, I remember when we had a bigger team and we needed to create SOPs, like I spent weeks writing them for our team members. And it was a nightmare. Like, it was so long. It kept me from doing other important work. So I get the pain.
Yeah, totally. Use cases built for every team for any workflow, turn processes into playbooks to train colleagues, assist customers, and drive software adoption.
See, that's great hero language. Like, train colleagues, assist customers, and drive. I still don't understand the software adoption, but like train colleagues, I think train colleagues is the best hero language there. Like, because you're talking about SOPs. Like, SOPs aren't for assisting customers. SOPs maybe make sense for driving software adoption, because you just like, hey, first do this, then do that with the new software or whatever. But train colleagues, it's great.
Yeah, really good. I like that a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's basically it, Cameron.
Yeah. I just I feel like in it's all about the hook, you know? I feel like everyone talks about the hook. Like, you need to have a big, splashy, bombastic, emotional hook, right? And so I think that's what they're trying to do here, is brilliantly efficient, instant capture and optimize. So like, you're just trying to be as big and as buzzwordy as possible, but it ends up having the adverse effect of being a turnoff. I think a good hook is describing the right product to the right target audience. Like, that's the best hook there is. Like, you don't need to be flashy and dramatic. Just say the right thing to the right person, and they're hooked because they're looking for that solution.
Yeah, I agree. I think their logo is a good demonstration of what they try to do on the website. They try to make the logo look cool, but you don't see that as an S.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, I think so. I don't like their logo at all. I think it's confusing. It's like, what is that? It looks cool, kind of, a little bit, but it's more confusing than anything else.
Right.
Okay, that's not here nor there. It's whatever, but... All right, their Instagram says document and improve any workflow with AI. Cool. Share beautiful step-by-step guides in seconds. Join 5 million users.
Much better.
Way better.
Yeah.
Not consistent, but better. Okay, it was consistent with what was underneath. They did a better job on their website down below.
Yes.
Let's share this tab instead. On X, it says document and improve any workflow with AI. Share beautiful step-by-step guides in seconds.
Beautiful.
Wow, great. Great consistency. I'll give them a star for consistency, not a star for clarity. And we're going to see on differentiation. You ready for guide?
Yeah, let's do this.
Okay. What do you think, Cameron?
Magically create stunning SOPs, training materials. So they got a rotating thing. Training materials, onboarding docs, FAQs with feature notes with AI. Guide is the generative AI platform for business that helps your team create and document 11 times faster. So much better already.
Right? Yeah.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an extension too. Okay, cool. So they upped their game. On top of being clear, they've included really good product language. Because it's an extension, and they say get the free extension. So I automatically know what it is in my head now. I know it's a Google Chrome extension that helps me document workflows and feature notes and how-to guides and stuff like that. I'm already here.
Yep.
Like to your point earlier, like get me to say, oh, I get it in the H1, and at the end say I'm in. Like they've done that. I automatically get it. It's fantastic.
Yeah, I completely agree. I thought it was way clearer, and that's so important. It just says, if you keep scrolling down, you got, same thing. You got a bunch of companies that they've worked with, and that's great. Keep scrolling down. Explain the most complex flows in seconds with AI-generated video documentation. That's so good.
Perfect. They even have problem language in there with like complex flows.
Yeah. Right.
Wow, Perfect.
I agree.
Good job, Guide. That's brilliant. Well done.
Capture your flow. Click capture from our browser extension or desktop app and click stop when you're done. Sit back and we'll do the rest. Great. I love that. They're telling more about their extension. Your storyline magically created. They're going through their process. Wow, this is really good. Add a pinch of personalization.
Choose the voice for you. Okay.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
They're going into some new features here, like this. You can make it any voice you want, so it doesn't have to sound like you, which is really kind of cool.
Yeah.
But not important, just kind of fun. Design it like a pro. Share your guides anywhere. Share with a link embed or in your org. Do it all with the flick of your wand. Wow, that's actually really cool.
Cool.
Yeah, sharing that SOP really quickly is really cool. And they don't even say SOPs anywhere. It just says training materials, onboarding doc, like all of these things are SOPs, I guess. Not necessarily, but sharing stuff like that really documents. That's really good. Okay, let's keep going. A video, explainer video. That's really awesome. Customers that are happy about it. I think that's probably it. And then 1, 2, 3. Say hello, book a demo, we're hiring.
Oh, cool.
Oh, just kidding. That's not 1, 2, 3. Those are 3 different things you can do.
Like plan language. Yeah, dude. Wow. Well done, Guide. Almost no notes. Seriously.
Yeah. Differentiated? Probably not.
Probably
but
not.
Very clear. And
unless it's an extension, is Scribe an extension?
Yeah. I think it does.
Okay.
Have an extension. They didn't say that anywhere. But I thought I remembered it having one, but maybe they don't. Maybe that's a differentiated value there.
It could be, yeah. Wow. Yeah, almost no notes. Okay, sorry. We probably have, I'm gushing over them now because of how well they did it. Good job, guys. Whoever runs the marketing for Guide, well done. Seriously well done. And to the copywriter as well. But there's an attaboy or an attagirl. Because that's really well done.
I don't think they are touting the extension because if we look at their Instagram, it says magically create video documentation with AI, build a storyline, and capture any process automatically. No editing required. So I don't say anything about it here in Instagram.
Gotcha.
But it is consistent, I would say, and clear on their Instagram. Their Facebook says magically create video documentation with AI, capture any process or without design or video skills.
Great.
Interesting.
Without design or video skills.
They don't say that anywhere else.
That's good. It's good. It's good product language. Good hero language.
Yeah.
It would even turn into problem language too.
Oh, it totally could. I think this is actually really cool, and they should have it more places.
Agreed.
But it's still pretty consistent. Magically create video documentation with AI. That's exactly what they said before. So, wow, Cameron, I'm very impressed.
Yeah.
Neither of them get a differentiation star. They're not different from each other, but you win on clarity. You automatically win on clarity, and that's huge because I'm confused with Scribe. I don't understand it very well. Guide easily answered my problems, easily answered my questions, and that was that I would get it first. Yeah,
for sure. Guide gets a clarity star and I think also a consistency star for me. Yeah. Scribe, no stars. Were they consistent? I can't remember.
They were consistent, yeah.
Okay, so 1 star for Scribe, 2 stars for Guide. Well done.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Wow, Cameron.
That was a good one, dude. That was a good one.
Thanks.
Good fun.
I really think there's a lot of other competitors too. So, you put Guide up against someone else, and it's now maybe a problem again because they might be clear too. So, I think it's a saturated market. At the very least, you have to be clear and consistent, and Guide did that. Not sure if they cracked the differentiation. Maybe they could do it with messaging a little bit more towards what we saw at the end of without any design or video skills. That could potentially be a differentiator as we make this simple for people who have no design skills. And going off after that target audience may be a little bit harder.
Yeah, I don't know. The easiest thing they could do is maybe differentiate via target audience, but like going after specific types of workflows and SOPs. I imagine there are. You could probably do something for pharmacies and nutraceuticals and all that stuff, because I know that we've worked with a consulting company that's, their whole thing was how, like, solving that problem was how awful it was to document all this stuff and stay compliant. So you could easily differentiate via target audience. But I think it's probably pretty hard to do product, and all the sales channels look the same. So I think the only thing you would have in your pocket, other than if you didn't have an actual differentiated product, was just niche down on an audience, and that could differentiate you pretty sufficiently.
Yeah, I think that would be completely sufficient. It's kind of like what we saw before with like Podium versus what was the other one? Weave. Yeah, Weave did a really good job of very similar product, but like you could probably do it if you're in any industry, but it's like they pick doctors and medical staff, and just because of that, it was a huge differentiated factor. Like that's 100%. Huge. That's so big.
100%. Yeah. 100%. Well, if you are in a saturated market like Guidde or like Scribe, and you want to get out of it, you want to have an easier time winning sales, and you want to have a lower cost of acquisition, all these things are achievable if you differentiate yourself. Go to differentiatemybusiness.com. We, protagonists, can do what we just did for Scribe and Guidde with you, for you, but we'll actually help you craft the positioning and the messaging. Go to differentiatemybusiness.com. See you there.